This recording was made just after the death of Robin Williams. Like everyone else, I heard about it last night in a special news report. At the time when the network broke in, at first I thought it was Obama with some major announcement, but it turned out to be something tragic. And that Robin Williams, great comedian, great actor, had committed suicide. And there are questions about that, about why he committed suicide. Because he had everything. He had fame, fortune, a loving wife. And from what I gathered from the reports, that depression was severe depression was one of the things he had been battling. And he succumbed to depression. And I heard one of the reports that said that he took, quote unquote, the easy way out. There's a lot of people who say, without knowing the whole story, just judging firsthand, say, oh, he took the easy way out, the cowardly way out. And they claim the people who choose suicide are selfish when they don't know what's going on in the life of that person, which is wrong. Now, personally, I'm not sure the whole circumstance of why Robin Williams chose to take his life like that. But one thing that it does say, that depression is not discriminatory. It is indiscriminate. It attacks the rich and the poor. And a lot of people, and those who suffer from depression in general, from my observations, are shunned. And depression is taken lightly. They say, oh, get over it and all that. Depression is more than a lot of people realize. It's unfortunate that depression has become a modern day leprosy. People don't want anything to do with people with depression. I should know. But my point is, depression is destructive. It is deadly. And a lot of you would say, oh, that's the selfish thing to do. That's taking the easy way out. That's taking the coward's way out. And you don't understand what's going on inside the person who suffers from depression. And it's wrong for you to judge a person without knowing everything, what's going on, the hurt, the pain. And it's unfortunate that society treats people with depression or some kind of mental illness. They see people who suffer with depression as psychopaths, as killers. And that is also wrong. And thus many people with depression are shunned, are ostracized. They push the person with depression away. I should know. I suffered through that myself. Been ostracized. I've been avoided, shunned. A lot of people do not understand depression. Robin Williams, and I mean no disrespect to his memory or anything, is a case in point. But I hope that out of this tragedy, that would get people to realize the plight of those suffering from depression. And it's a tragedy that Robin Williams took his own life. Because I don't know what devils were inside his head to get him to commit suicide. But speaking only from my own personal experience, being alone all the time, I hear, "You're worthless, you're nothing, you're nobody. You're dog filth. You're dog dung. Your loneliness proves that beyond a shadow of a doubt." And there are many other people who suffer from depression, who had friends and loved ones shun them. They don't want anything to do with them. And they're left to the wolves to die. Which is wrong. Because if you know somebody with depression, you need to reach out for them before it's too late. And don't just judge them and say, "Oh, that's the coward's way out. Oh, that's the easy way out. Oh, you're being selfish to want to think about suicide." It's wrong for you to judge people like that. It is totally wrong. You need to learn, to get to know that person, see why they're feeling that way. Get to understand why, and don't just judge them offhand. You push them literally into the grave. A lot of suicides are committed because a lot of people who suffer from depression felt nobody loved them at all. That they're worthless, that they're nothing, that they're dog dung. That they're inferior to everybody. And they've been ostracized, they've been avoided, taken advantage of, left to the wolves to die. Because the person with depression could be someone you know and love. And a lot of people with depression hear the words, "You might as well commit suicide. Nobody loves you at all. Nobody's gonna miss you when you die. Your loneliness proves that beyond a shadow of a doubt. The way people treat you proves that beyond a shadow of a doubt." And a lot of people with depression believe that. So don't look at a person with depression, don't look at a person who's thinking about suicide and judge them, saying that they are cowards to think about suicide. You don't know the pain inside. You don't know the struggles they're going through. You do the work of the devil when you do that. You push them into the arms of death. You're encouraging them to commit suicide when you say that. Instead of trying to understand them, why they're feeling that way. Don't judge a person. Don't judge anyone who's suffering from depression when they think about suicide. Say, "Oh, it's silly for you to think about suicide. It's the coward's way out. You're selfish for thinking about suicide." That's judgmental. And when you say that to a person that you claim you love, you're saying that you don't love them at all. You're encouraging them to commit suicide. That's not being a friend. That's not showing you love them. They need compassion. They need love. They need to hear the words like, "I'm here for you. I'm going to stand by you. You can come talk to me. I'm here for you." Because a lot of people need that. A lot of people suffering from depression need that reassurance that they are loved. They need that comfort, that encouragement, that warm embrace. They need that emotional anchor. And we give nothing but judgment and criticism to them. You're condemning them to die. And I hope that what happened to Robin Williams will raise awareness to those suffering from depression. How devastating it can be, how lethal it can be. He was a great man. He was a great actor. And it's a terrible loss indeed. But I hope through all this tragedy would raise awareness to how devastating, how crippling depression can be. And that instead of judging someone you know with depression, you would reach out to them. Be their emotional anchor. Be their moral and emotional support. Because without it, they're going to die. If you know somebody with depression, please reach out to them. Please let them know that you love them, that you're there for them, and don't judge them, and don't tell them that suicide's the coward's way out, that it's the easy way out, and that it's being selfish to think about suicide. You're giving them a wrong message. By telling them that, you might as well be telling them, go ahead and commit suicide. You're worthless, you're nobody. I'm not going to miss you when you die. And that's the message they're receiving. So please, if somebody you know and love has depression, reach out to them, help them. Because antidepressants and therapy alone are not going to do it. That's a misconception. Because what's also needed is the love and support from loved ones. Because without that love and support, they're going to die. They're going to die. So please, don't just judge a person with depression. Don't tell them junk like that. Just ask them. Just try to understand. Try to reach out to them. Get them to talk. Why are you feeling this way? Let me help you. I'm here for you. Let me help. Because if you really, really love that person, you wouldn't go judging them like that. You don't tell them that's the coward's way out, it's the easy way out. And that it's selfish to think about suicide. You don't know their pain. A lot of them may be in a hell of a lot of pain. And when that pain becomes too much, when the pain becomes overwhelming, they want to take their own lives just to end that pain. So don't judge them. Reach out to them. Support them. Because when you do that, you may be saving their very lives. And if you love them, you would reach out to them. Because the life you save may be that of your loved one.